Hello मेरा बच्चा लोग कैसे हैं सब? How are you all doing? We didn't have a class yesterday, right? So I know that you will be so much, there will be so much for every one of you to tell me here in this chat box, right? So what has happened yesterday and what has happened today and how was your day going? Tell me everything here in this chat box, and let me start by saying hi to all the bacha logs here who is already present with full of energy and excitement in the classroom. So Preeti, good evening. Vaibhav, good evening. Khushi, hi, hello. Devika, Myara, Shreya, okay, a big hi, a big good evening, and such an amazing evening to everyone. Let's say, let's code it that way, right? I was not getting any words to complete that statement. Anyway, right? So tell me, Bachalo, how much excited you all are for this particular session. Tell me. It's Logesh is asking, sir, how are you? I'm doing so good. Thank you so much for asking. Huh? Tell me. You looking young? Obviously, I'm young, Myara. Like I have said you already. Isn't Mera Bachalo? Right? I'm obviously young. I'm only 20, 21 to 22 years. So how can you call me old and all? I'm looking young and obviously I'm young also. So much full of energetic. Okay, very good, very good. Right, Preeti, Anthony, Gia. Right, okay. Now, Bachalo, what we are going to do in today's session is we are going to continue with our chapter of thermal properties of matter. And the specific topics that we'll be discussing in today's classes, something so important. I'll tell you, one is a specific heat capacity, right? Then we'll be talking about calorimetry. These are so important, bachalo, for understanding this particular chapter. And if a question pop-ups from this particular chapter, there is a chance that 70 to 80%, right, the questions can be from this particular topic. So I hope now you understood how much important these topics are. Right? Okay. So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy. आप सब लोगों का भैया है ना? And a small introduction about myself. I hope you all can see on the screen. What is not written there is, right, I'm from Kerala and I'm not so much good in Hindi. लेकिन मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा आता है. So obviously all the explanation is gonna be in English, लेकिन बीच बीच में थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बातें करूँ है ना? Okay. Now let's have a look at today's or this week's schedule, Mera Bachalo. So here we are on 23rd of December, where we are having the third part of the chapter of thermal properties. Next class will be on next Tuesday, which is 28th December, right, where we'll be doing some MCQ practice from this particular chapter. So don't miss it. It is very important, right? Because some important questions will be discussed, or many important questions will be discussed. So try to be there on time. So tomorrow's class will be for 12th standard, where the entire ray optics chapter will be covered in one single shot. Okay, fine. Okay, bachalo. Moving on. Now, if you don't want to miss the live classes from any of your favorite teachers, be a part of this Telegram channel. The link is given here and also in the description box, mera bachalo. Okay. Then, is there anyone who doesn't know about Bugs Bounty program? I think no one, right? Because this is a program which will help you to get so many prizes. What you have to do? Go to the description. There you'll find a form. Fill the form. If you are finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy, valid होता है तो बहुत सारा, खूब सारा prizes मिल जाएगा आप सब लोगों को. Then, Unacademy Combat Scholarship Test. Bachalo, this is a scholarship test which is thinking to help you grow in every way possible by gaining so much of benefits, let me say. First thing is, this scholarship test is completely free, mere bachalo. If you want to enroll for this scholarship test for free, you simply have to remember ye code. I think this code everybody knows, है ना? The code for entire physics family, which is AMB10. Use it, right? And after this, what all benefits are you gonna get it? If you are going to be one of the person of rank 1 to 3, not just certificates, you are going to get the gold medals also. For the rank 1 gold medal, rank 2 silver medal, and rank 3 bronze medal. And this is not just a story. I'll just tell you, or I'll just show you who all got these ranks and these medals from the last compact which held on 19th of December. Dekh le, Harsh Maurya, who got gold medal along with a certificate and 100% scholarship. Matlab 1 year of free subscription is aise given. Rank 2 Bhavna, rank 3 Dushyant, right? So I think I haven't told you regarding the subscription. Along with the gold medal, right, along with the certificates for the rank 1 to 3, 1 year of plus subscription is given completely. And for the first 25 rankers, certificates are given and daily scholarships are also given. So by just writing a scholarship test, think how much all benefits you are gonna get in. Oh, Sarah, it happens on every Sunday at 1 p.m. So don't forget it for this particular time. Next one is happening on this Sunday, 26th of December at 1 p.m. Don't miss it, right? Okay. Now, Bachalo, I'm going to ask you a small favor. Whoever comes to my class, know what I'm going to ask. To all the new students, what I'm going to ask is not just to me. The favor is not just for me, to all your friends. ठीक है? जल्दी से share the class to all your friends and ask them to join the class as soon as possible. जल्दी से बच्चा लो. Okay, so I'll just call out the names here: Jia, Shreya, Rashid, Roshan, Preeti, Ritvik, Rumpa, Devika, Sankamitra, whoever here is, right? Tell them that Bhaiya has started the topic of thermal properties of matter, and if you don't want to miss any topic, ask them to join soon, as soon as possible. Bhumika, good evening. Already shared Jia. Bilkul badhiya. Now, in the meanwhile, right, they join us, right? I'll be talking about the Unacademy Plus subscription features. Let's say I'll take 2 to 3 minutes. Fine. Let's see what is so special about the Unacademy Plus subscription and why you have to take it by paying some amount of money. I'll just tell you, I'll give you valid reasons for that. But look, nowadays we are learning through YouTube, and I totally appreciate that because there are so many amazing teachers and there are so many amazing content available in the YouTube channel. But there are some students who love personal mentoring and personal guidance directly from the teachers, right? They like to directly learn from the teachers. For these people, an Academy Plus subscription is a plus best platform, right? Not just that. I know that there are some people, right? Whenever you are learning, if you stuck with some doubts or whenever a teacher is teaching you something, when you get stuck with something, you won't be able to move further, right? You won't be able to move forward with the remaining topics. Matlab, you want to clear your doubts at the moment. This can only happen once you're a part of an Academy Plus subscription because there is a feature called as in-class calling facility. Matlab, whenever a teacher is taking the live class, you can call the teacher and at the moment itself you can clear your doubts so that you don't have to get stuck with your doubts and you can keep on learning without zero doubts. Isn't that a dream of every student to learn without any doubts? That can happen once you're a part of an Academy Plus subscription. I haven't completed so much. Top educators who's having a very good experience will be there to teach you. As they already know the pulse of this examination, they'll be just telling you what all MCQs you should be practicing, what MCQ pattern you should be expecting. Right? You just need to follow them. You're going to ace in all the competitive examination which you're going to write, and you'll finally end up in the colleges which you are dreaming about. Then study materials will be given, practice tests, live test series, everything is gonna make you super confident, Mera Chalo. Now, if you go for 12 months of plus subscription, let's say, you should be given 1,250 per month. But the entire family of physics, we have this code, which is AMB10. So use this code, get 10% of discount, and you'll only need to pay 1,125 there. Okay, not just that, maximum offers also you'll receive once you use this code. So किसको wait कर रहा है? Use हमारा physics वाला code है ना and get 10% of discount and maximum offers. Then iconic, in iconic है ना चलो, you get all the features of plus subscription. फिर उसके साथ you get some extra features such as a personal mentor will be given to you. मतलब he'll be there to tell you what to study, what not to study. Yeah, and for everything academic related thing, this person will be there. You'll feel so calm, you'll feel so relieved, and once this person is assigned to you for your academic things. Not just that, live doubt solving classes, weekly reports. Iconic subscription will make you feel so good while you start learning. Now, so if you go for 12 month subscription, it will cost you 2,333 per month. Lekin we have our code. Do we need to pay that much? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. If you want to get 10% of discount, use कर ले हमारा physics वाला physics family का code which is AMB10, get 10% of discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Okay, that's it. I hope you all have shared the class with all your friends and gathered all your friends here. And I think We're gonna start. Sir, where is your mustache? Okay, so I have lended it to one of my friend. Okay, he was actually in need of it. तो उसको दे दिया मैं. Okay, so tell me, shall we start, everyone? Everyone, shall we start? शुरू करें? हाँ, yes. Shreya, Miara, Preeti, Sankamitra, Rumpa, Preeti Yadav. Okay, so I hope everyone is super ready. ठीक है, let's get started. Everyone, write the heading of specific heat capacity because this is that important topic I was talking about. Bacha look from this particular chapter. This is super important. Let me code it. Everybody write the heading, okay? And I'll give you 30 seconds of time. In that 30 seconds, just go through that definition, what my content person has written for you, and just look for that equation also for specific heat capacity and try to understand the maximum from it. Okay, 30 seconds starts now. Okay, so I hope you might have done the first reading of specific heat capacity, and I think at least you might have understood 10 or let's say 30% of what is specific heat capacity. है ना? At least 30%. Okay, now it's time to make it 100%. मतलब try to understand what is specific heat capacity to its entire thing. देख ले. Everyone, think that you are having a given body. A body is given to you. And what is its mass? Its mass is 1 kilogram. Right? Okay. Now, you are thinking to increase the temperature of this particular body by 1 degree Celsius. What is delta T matlab? I am going to increase the temperature of this 1 kilogram body by 1 degree Celsius. For this purpose, don't you have to give some energy, मेरा बच्चा लोग? Tell me, don't we have to give some energy for this purpose? Yes. And whatever is the heat energy given for increasing the temperature of 1 kilogram of body by 1 degree Celsius, we call it as specific heat capacity. मतलब the amount of heat energy given per unit mass per unit change in temperature, we call it as specific heat capacity. For how many of you it is clear? For how many of you this chotu wala concept is clear? Once again, specific heat capacity is the amount of heat energy per unit mass, for 1 kilogram of body, per unit change in temperature for a temperature change of 1 degree Celsius. And this is specific heat capacity. Okay, look into the formula. अच्छे से. Got an idea? Got it? Clear? Shreya, Preeti, Rumpa. Okay, very good. Now, you only tell me. बच्चा लोग, इसका unit क्या होता है? Specific heat capacity का unit. Tell me. Q is the amount of heat energy given to the body. Okay. The heat energy will be having the unit of joules. M, it is a kilogram. And delta T matlab temperature, it is Kelvin. So what is the unit of specific heat capacity? Joule per kilogram per Kelvin. This is the unit of specific heat capacity. Now, let me tell you, you don't need to understand this to 100% after this explanation. This is only supposed to make you understand by 80%. 20% more is still waiting for you. Right? Matlab, if you have understood already what is specific heat capacity from now, right, the level of understanding for you is going to be 120 or 130 after this particular explanation. Shall I go for that? Okay, another beautiful way of explaining what is specific heat capacity. बहुत अच्छे से सुपर डुपर की तरह माही अल्फिया लिया. हाँ, what do you all say? Are you all with me? You don't believe me, right? You don't believe me? Yes, Preeti. ठीक है. Okay, everyone. Myara, Devika, Jia. Okay, so I suppose everyone is ready. देख ले. Okay, we are going to do some chotu experiments, right? So that we can get a better idea of what the specific heat capacity is. Basically, we have a body of mass M, right? Okay, I'm increasing the temperature of this body by delta T. And it was found in the experiment that the amount of heat energy required is delta Q. We were doing an experiment, okay, on a body of mass M, and I'm increasing the temperature by delta T. It was found out that the amount of heat energy required for this process is delta Q. Okay. Okay. I'm taking second case in this experiment. For the same mass, now I'm increasing the temperature by 2 times of delta T. What am I doing? I'm increasing the temperature by 2 times of delta T. So in the experiment, it was found out that for increasing the temperature 2 times, the amount of heat energy provided was also 2 times. Matlab, we needed to provide an amount of heat energy 2 times the initial case if we wanted to increase the temperature by 2 times. Matlab, temperature change became 2 times and the heat energy that has to be supplied was also found out to be 2 times. Can you tell me what does this mean? इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब ये है कि the amount of heat energy provided to a body is directly proportional to what? हाँ, the change in temperature. समझ में आ गया? This is a simple fact you have to grab from this experiment. ठीक है? Amount of heat energy is directly proportional to the change in temperature that happens to the body. Okay, we got the first part. Now let us start doing the second experiment. First experiment, we nailed it together, है ना? The entire physics family. Let us see the second experiment. देखिए, everyone, listen. We have a body of mass M. As the same case, I'm increasing the temperature by delta T. The amount of heat energy was found to be delta Q. Okay. Now, next case, what I'm doing is, I'm taking a body of mass twice the first case. Matlab, if the first case was having a mass of M, now I'm taking a body of 2 times M and increasing the temperature by same value of delta T. And in the experiment, it was found out that if the mass is doubled, the amount of heat energy that has to be provided was also found to be doubled. Matlab here, we had to provide 2 times the heat energy for this particular process. When mass was doubled, it was found out that the heat energy that has to be provided was also found to be doubled. Matlab kya hai? What does this mean? It means that the amount of heat energy is not only proportional to delta T, which is change in temperature, it is also proportional to what? The mass of the body which is undergoing the heating process. समझ में आ गया? समझ में आ गया? Now we are going for the last part, conclusion part. Tell me, how did our experiment go? Was our experiment good? And were you all enjoying this experiment together? Huh? Hi, Sarthak. Devika, മനസ്സിലായി? Understood? So we trust even with closed eyes. अरे? Okay, okay. आ गया, सबको समझ में आ गया. ठीक है, perfect, है ना? Now, tell me, once you convert this proportionality into an equation, what we have to do? Once we convert an proportionality into an equation, क्या करना है? Just multiply it with a constant. And what do we call that constant as? What do we call that constant as? And it is this constant of proportionality with the name of specific heat capacity. And this is what we call as specific heat capacity, which we were explaining before. If you rearrange for S, you will get the same formula. S is equal to delta Q divided by M delta T. कितना सिंपल है, कितना सिंपल है, सिंपल सा भी, डिम्पल सा भी, उसका भी ऊपर, है ना? Okay, this is what is called as specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity, if I talk more about it, it is a constant, मेरा बच्चा लोग. Okay, ये specific heat capacity है ना, it's a constant and it totally depends upon the material. मतलब for a given material it will be having a specific value of specific heat capacity. मतलब let's say if I take the case of water, right, it will be having a constant value of specific heat capacity. Let's say it is 4200 right, joule per kilogram Kelvin, right? It is going to be a constant. ठीक है, this is what is about specific heat capacity. So we have explained specific heat capacity in one manner and we have explained specific heat capacity in another manner. I hope everything is clear. Fine. Is everything clear मेरा अच्छा लोग? ठीक है ना? ठीक है ना? ठीक है? Everything. Yes, Bhumika. ओके, क्लियर आयुष? बढ़िया बात है मेरा बच्चा लोग, बढ़िया बात है। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। नाउ अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं देख ले, अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं। नाउ after explaining and understanding what is specific heat capacity, now we are going to discuss about heat capacity. Okay, now we are going to discuss about heat capacity. That word of specific is not there. Heat capacity, which is expressed with the symbol of capital F. क्या है? Heat capacity with the symbol of capital S. ये क्या है? What is this? Let's understand. Right? Okay. Now, what was a specific heat capacity मेरे बच्चा लोग? That was the amount of heat energy per unit mass per unit change in temperature, isn't it? But heat capacity is the amount of heat energy per unit change in temperature. मतलब delta Q divided by delta T is heat capacity. I know that you all will be asking, sir, can you give a bit more of explanation? ठीक है, I'll tell you. Take a body of mass M. What did I do just now? I took a body of mass M. And now what I'm doing? I'm going to increase the temperature of this body by 1 degree Celsius. Now, don't we need to provide some heat energy for this purpose? Yes. And whatever is the heat energy provided for increasing the temperature of this given body of mass M by 1 degree Celsius is called as the heat capacity. For a given mass M, how much heat has to be provided for increasing the temperature by 1 degree Celsius? We call it as heat capacity. I know that many of you will be thinking, what is its difference with specific heat capacity? What is its difference? Specific heat capacity is the amount of heat energy required for 1 kilogram of body to increase its temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, मतलब the heat energy per unit mass per unit change in temperature है specific heat capacity. But heat capacity मतलब the amount of heat energy per unit change in temperature only. Okay, it is not required that we have to take 1 kilogram of body for the definition for heat capacity. That is the only difference. ठीक है? Fine? Okay. Now, let us first write down the relationship between this heat capacity and specific heat capacity. ये देख ले. Specific heat capacity का formula था delta Q divided by m delta T. है ना? ठीक है. And what is heat capacity? Delta Q by delta T. Now, what is delta Q by delta T? देख ले from here. Delta Q by delta T from the equation of specific heat capacity is m into specific heat capacity है ना. Delta Q by delta T, I'm going to substitute it as mass into specific heat capacity, and that is equal to the capital S. And this is the relationship between heat capacity and specific heat capacity. क्या है? The heat capacity capital S is equal to mass into specific heat capacity. Very important. मतलब it is super important है ये. समझ में आ गया? Specific मतलब for 1 kilogram body. Heat capacity मतलब for a given body of mass. That is the only difference. और कुछ नहीं. You don't have to think that much. Thinking about so ये क्या है, heat capacity क्या है, specific heat capacity क्या है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Okay, so those who want to note down अच्छे से जल्दी से note कर ले what is heat capacity and what is specific heat capacity. Okay, आ गया मेरा प्रीति, lucky boy. श्रेया, भूमिका, जिया, क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो गया? अरे बाप रे, बढ़िया बात है, बढ़िया बात है मेरा बच्चा लोग. Noted? Wah, wah. Okay. Now, before we start doing the problems, right? Before we start doing the problems, can I give you one more 1 minute? Can we explain about one more concept? Can we explain about one more concept which is called as molar heat capacity? Last one, molar heat capacity. Then we'll start doing the problems. ठीक है? Okay, देख ले. Everyone listen. Now, molar heat capacity is expressed with the symbol of C. Right? Noted है ना previous everything. Now, have a look at it and try to have your own understanding. Try to have your own understanding what is molar heat capacity. Just try to have. Read the definition and just have a look into the equation. You don't have to look for this one. This will just confuse you. Okay, I hope you got your own idea. Okay, now let me develop that particular idea which you already got. Dekh le. You are having a body. Okay, now whenever you're considering this body, I'm going to take 1 mole of particles of this body. Right? I'm not going to take 1 kilogram as in the previous cases. Here I'm going to take 1 mole particles. Matlab 1 mole kitna? You all know 6.022 into 10 power 23 particles of a given material is taken. 1 mole, not 1 kilogram. Then I'm going to change the temperature of this particular system by 1 degree Celsius. Okay? Don't we need to provide some energy for this? Don't we need to provide a heat energy for this purpose? Yes. So this heat energy, we call it as molar heat capacity. Matlab, the amount of heat energy provided for increasing the temperature of 1 mole of a body by 1 degree Celsius, we call it as molar heat capacity. Once again, molar heat capacity is the amount of heat energy per unit mole per unit change in temperature. Matlab, how will you express it? That is the amount of heat energy, delta Q is the amount of heat energy per unit mole per unit change in temperature है हमारा molar heat capacity. Very important, not for just this chapter. You will see how important this molar heat capacity concept is while we deal with next chapter of thermodynamics. There, everything is dealt or connected to this particular topic of molar heat capacity. बहुत मतलब इतना बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है बना चलो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है सो मार कर ले आप लोगों ने मार कर ले ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट समझ में आ गया एवरीवन I hope it's clear to every one of you, I suppose. अच्छे से, right? With a beautiful smile on your faces, right? भूमिका, इधर क्या हो रहा है हमारे चैट बॉक्स पे? सब बढ़िया है ना? खुशी, जिया, yes. Okay, noted also. Now, how many of you are so much excited to learn more concepts about this particular topics by doing problems? How many? How many of you are super ready to do some problems here? Mihara, Jia, Shreya, Preeti, Varun, Khan, who all are ready, super ready? Okay, so I think every one of you is ready. Bhumi, yes. Bhumi is super ready, I suppose. Okay, here is the very first question. Let's do it, right, Mihara? Or kya? Very good. Varun, super ready. Shreya, yes, you are ready. So here is the question. Try to read the question by understanding the entire concept. Okay, then we'll start doing it. Jia, yes. Shreya. Okay, so yes. Let's get started. Now, after you read, try to solve it. And in the next 20 to 25 seconds, start giving the answer in the chat box. Okay, now I'm looking for the answers from every one of you. Answers. Okay, Miara, first you fix an answer, then only I'll be taking the answer from you. Okay, Preeti is like, sir, it's option A is correct. Then others, Gia, A option, 15 seconds. हो सकता है ऐसे, पता नहीं. I'm not going making any comment on that. Jashandeep, hi. Okay, Gia, A. Everyone is going for the option A. Yes, the correct option is A only. देख ले, everyone. Okay. Now, question. 50 gram of copper is heated to increase its temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. Right? What do we have initially? We have 50 gram, matlab 50 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram of copper we have. And we are changing the temperature of this by 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. One more thing is given. Specific heat capacity of copper is given as 420. These are the information given related to copper. Okay, let's continue reading. If the same quantity of heat is given to 10 gram of water, what do we have? We have water. How much is its mass? 10 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram. Gram converted to kilogram. Fine. And question is, how much is the rise in temperature in this water is the question. How will we do this? Alright, write down the basic equation for specific heat capacity of water. Formula. Specific heat capacity of water is equal to delta Q of water, matlab the amount of heat energy given to water, mass of water by change in temperature of water. Right? Okay. So question is to find out delta T of water. Rearranging, you will get delta Q of water divided by mass of water into specific heat capacity of water, isn't it? I hope no doubts at all. देख ले, mass of water, it is already given. How much is it? Mass of water is 10 into 10 power minus 3 kilograms. Fine. What about specific heat capacity of water? That is also given. How much? 4200. Just substitute it. But direct value of delta Q, मतलब the amount of heat energy given to water, is it given? नहीं. Now बोल दो बच्चा लोग, how we can find out the amount of heat energy given to water? कैसे? अरे for that a small hint is given here. Hint क्या है? Hint is this: 50 gram of copper is heated to increase its temperature by 110 degrees Celsius. Right? Okay. The same quantity of heat is given to water. Whatever is the amount of heat energy given to increase the temperature of copper by 10 degrees Celsius, same is given to water. So shall we find out the amount of heat energy given for copper? Matlab delta Q of copper, right? Okay, what is delta Q formula? That is ms delta T, है ना? Just rearrange this particular equation, right? So delta Q of copper is equal to mass of copper, S of copper into change in temperature of copper. How much is it? Mass of copper given 50 into 10 power minus 3. Yes. Specific heat capacity of copper 420 given again, and change in temperature of copper, that is 10. Okay. And it is given that delta Q of copper is equal to what? Obviously, delta Q of copper is equal to delta Q of water. Whatever is the amount of heat energy given to copper, same is the amount of heat energy given to water. Okay? So delta Q of copper, as it is equal to delta Q of water, we can substitute it here in the equation. How much? 50 into 10 power minus 3. Where 420 into 10. Alright, 10 power minus 3 cancel. 420 into 10 is 4200. So cancel on the numerator and denominator. 0, 0 cancel kar le with 50 and 10. What is remaining? 5 with the unit of degree Celsius. मिल गया हमको ऑप्शन है. मिल गया हमको ऑप्शन है ना? Tell me बच्चा लोग, क्वेश्चन कैसा था? How was the question to every one of you? This particular question है ना, it covers the entire basic of this particular topic. क्लियर श्रेया? यस, ब्यूटीफुली क्लियर. यस भूमिका, कोई भी डाउट नहीं श्रेया, वाह वाह बढ़िया बात है. ओके, सो प्रीति, भूमिका, एवरीवन, राइट जिया. ओके, नाइस everyone, nice question BGMI. Okay, बढ़िया. Nice question, I suppose. Okay, now if you find this question nice and good, let's do one more problem. Right? Okay, here comes another Chotuza problem. Do this. Every one of you. Read the question properly. Okay? And do it. Because as you have done the previous problem, doing this problem is not a big deal. Waiting for the answers, you have 30 seconds to solve. In the meanwhile, क्या करेगा आपका अमीर भैया ने? I'll have a sip of water. और क्या करेगा मैं? Okay, last 5 seconds to answer. इतना तो टाइम नहीं चाहिए. Okay, 4, 3, 2. Shall we start? 1. Okay, now tell me, what are your answers? जल्दी से जल्दी बताओ. आप सब लोगों का आंसर in the chat box. Jashandeep is like option C. Conceptual chapter, conceptual question it is. अरे क्या कर रहा है बच्चा? I can't see the answers from anyone. No answers. अरे इतना छोटू question था. Okay, I'll just explain. I can see many one giving option A by Bhumika, I say. Then Anthony, let's say. Very good, बढ़िया बात है. Ragini, C and D option. Preeti is going for both the options. Any of the above, ऐसा कोई option नहीं है इधर मेरा. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Right. We have a body A of mass 2 kilogram, another body B of mass 4 kilogram of same material. When it is said that the material is same, what is going to be same for the body A and B? Array, there is a physical quantity which depends upon the material. It is specific heat capacity, है ना? Which means specific heat capacity of the body A and specific heat capacity of the body B are same. Why? Because they are made of the same material. Are kept in the sunshine for some interval of time. If the rise in temperature is equal for them, matlab change in temperature in A and change in temperature as B is equal for them. Then question, which one among the following is correct? Okay. Now, what is actually discussed in the options? But chalo, in the options, hai na, in option, it is being talked about the heat absorbed by the body A and B. We are asked to compare. For this, shall we just write down the formula for heat energy? Yeah, we know that specific heat capacity का formula है कि delta Q divided by M delta T, है ना? और क्या? So delta Q, the amount of heat energy is given by the formula of M S delta T, isn't it? Yes. As according to the question, specific heat capacity and the change in temperature of both the body A and B are same. S is a constant and delta T are a constant. As you all can see, once it is a constant, tell me what is the amount of heat energy proportional to? It is only proportional to mass, right? The amount of heat energy absorbed by any body is totally dependent upon the mass. Delta Q of the body A to delta Q of the body E will directly be equal to mass of the body A to mass of the body B. I think no doubts can be there. I have just used the max there. What is mass of the body A? That is a 2 kilogram, है ना? और क्या? What is the mass of body B? That is 4 kilogram. So delta Q of A by delta Q of B is equal to 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So delta Q of B कितना हो जाएगा? 2 times delta Q of A. What does it mean? It simply means that the amount of heat energy absorbed by the body B is 2 times the amount of heat energy absorbed by the body A. Do we have such an option? Yes, option A. Heat absorbed by the body B is double because its mass is double. Or kya? We got the option A and that's our answer. Sir, C and D option is same. ठीक है? Both are wrong. If it's same, then both are wrong. Okay, no doubts, no question asked. So everything is clear and everything is good, isn't it? Let's go. Now, let me ask to every bacha log once again, do anyone have any doubts on this specific heat capacity topic? किसी को भी? छोटू सा भी? No doubts, है ना? So Preeti, no doubts. Shreya, no doubt. Okay, so everything is clear. How can Samyara is like, how can I improve in conceptual questions? Keep on improving your concepts. Okay, sir, formula. That was the formula I kept on discussing for the last half an hour. Specific heat capacity is delta Q divided by m delta T. And we have done the entire, all the questions based on this concept only. ठीक है? Okay. Next topic, everyone. Read the heading, okay, and just try to understand what is calorimetry after going through the concept or the definition given here in the page. But chalo, everyone try by yourself. Try reading what is calorimetry and try to have your own understanding. अच्छे से. Okay, अच्छे से. Just read the definition and just try to understand what do you mean by calorimetry. No, not both are denoted by S omega. Okay, I have just seen that. Okay, specific heat capacity is specified with chotu S and heat capacity is being specified with bigger S. Okay, shall we understand? Shall we do this problem? Matlab, shall we understand this concept of what is calorimetry? ठीक है, everyone listen. Right? So whenever I explain this what is calorimetry? Calorimetry means it is the measurement of heat. But before going to the actual explanation, right, always this funny situation comes into my mind whenever I talk about this calorimetry. A small story, right? Let's say that you are in your study room. This happened to me because that's the reason I'm giving you the story. Okay. Let's say you are in your study room, okay, and you are studying and your mom is making some awesome, delicious food. Let's say if you are a non-veg lover, let's say it's a chicken fry or something like that. Okay, if you are a veg lover, let's say whatever you like, paneer, mushroom or anything. Okay, that amazing delicious smell is coming to your nose. So what happens? Obviously, you will wake up from your chair and you will start walking towards kitchen. And you look at your mom and smile and you'll try to grab whatever is there from that hot container and your mom will be denying it, telling you that we'll be eating it together. When someone stops, what will be our mentality? What was my mentality was, somehow when my mom was not there in the kitchen, I'll eat it before the actual lunch time. Okay, then what will you do? The moment your mom steps out of the kitchen, somehow you will make your way to the kitchen and you will start putting your hand into that hot container which has that delicious food. क्या हो जाएगा? There is a very huge chance that your hand will be stuck or you will have a contact with that hot container. You will start yelling out, and what is the observation you can make there? What is the observation you can make there? Don't say that your mom is going to come and beat you by listening to your yelling sound. Obviously, that is going to happen. And obviously, she's a person who's going to take care of your burn also. है ना? Right? Because the moment you touch that hot vessel, मेरा बच्चा लोग, क्या हो जाएगा? You will get burned. Why? Why you get burned? Because a heat energy is being transferred to your hand. Why? Because there is a high temperature container and your hand is a low temperature body. So whenever there is a high temperature body and a low temperature body physical contact, a heat is being transferred from the high temperature body to the low temperature body. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. ठीक है. Now, we all know this, that the heat energy is being transferred from a high temperature body to low temperature body. But what we are going to answer in this part of calorimetry is like, till what temperature, right, this process is going to happen. Matlab, this heat energy is going to get transferred. And during the time of a heat transfer, what is the equations of energy that is happening? These are the two questions that we are going to answer in the part of calorimetry. ठीक है? Okay, everybody started to express regarding vegetarians and non-vegetarians. Okay, someone is Shreya is like veg, Preeti is like a non-veg. Okay, so whatever you eat, if it is making you happy, then it's awesome and super good. Zia, you are like a non-veg. Okay, badhiya. Okay, I'm also a non-veg person. Okay, pure veg. Vishal, very good. Yes, good evening. Okay, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, now coming back to your discussion regarding veg and non-veg, everyone, let's get to our topic of calorimetry. Let's get back to our business, है ना? everyone okay, ठीक है, veg non veg, leave all those things, ठीक है, छोड़ दो आप, छोड़ लो. Okay, calorimetry, ठीक है. We have two questions to answer, बच्चा लोग, right? Till what temperature they are going to transfer their heat, okay, and what is the equations of energy going to be during this scenario? Let's draw a picture and understand. Everyone, मेरा बच्चा लोग, listen to me here, it's very important. We have a body A which is a hot body. Okay, let me mark the temperature of this body as a T hot or T higher temperature. Now, this body, I'm connecting another body B. Let me call this body B, and this is a cold body. And the temperature of this, let me mark it as TL, matlab a lower temperature. Can you tell me, the moment there happens a physical contact between the body A and B, क्या हो जाएगा? Tell me what happens. Like we have discussed, a heat energy of delta Q will be transferred from where to where? Heat energy will be transferred from the high temperature body till the low temperature body. Isn't it? Yes, it is still here, we know. Now my question, till what extent this heat transfer continues? Can anyone give me the answer for this question? Can anyone give me the answer for this particular question? Heat transfer happens till what extent, right? Till what condition this heat energy keep on getting transferred? From A to B I know that. Till what extent? Till what time? Very good, Anthony. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Sankamitra, awesome. Till both of them achieve the same temperature. है ना? देख ले, the heat energy is getting transferred from one body to another body because of the temperature difference. Right? So they keep on transferring the energy until both of them achieve a common temperature of T. Once they achieve that, there won't be any further heat transfer between the bodies. ठीक है? Now, tell me how they are able to attain this common temperature of T. It's very simple. I'll explain. You know that it is the hot body which is releasing some amount of energy. Okay? Let me say that the amount of heat energy released by hot body is delta H. What is delta H? It is the amount of heat energy released by hot body. In an ideal situation, considering that this heat energy is not given to surroundings, to where this heat energy will be going, मेरा बच्चा लोग? To where this heat energy released by the hot body will be going? Obviously to the cold body, ना? Isn't it? So if I mark delta H of C as the amount of heat energy absorbed by this cold body, what is the relationship existing between these two? The amount of heat energy released by the hot body and the amount of heat energy absorbed by the hot body. What is the relationship? What is the relationship? Array, they have to be equal, isn't it? They have to be equal. Why? Because whatever is the amount of heat energy released by the body A, it is completely going into the cold body B. So we can make a simple equation that the amount of heat energy released by the body A will be equal to the amount of heat energy absorbed by the body B or the cold body. Simple. है ना? Now I'm gonna kill every one of you whoever is talking about this veg non-veg. अरे फिजिक्स का बात आ गया, अभी वापस आ जा सब, नहीं तो मिल जाएगा अच्छा सा मुझसे. वापस आ जा सब, आ जा, जल्दी से आ जा. Okay, so is it clear? Okay, the amount of heat energy released by this hot body is equal to amount of heat energy absorbed by the cold body. ठीक है? Fine. Okay. Now, one more thing, last thing, right? How the bodies are able to attain a common temperature. Okay? This hot body, which is at a high temperature, will keep on losing the heat energy. So what happens? It will be reducing its temperature until it reaches this common temperature of T. And what about the cold body? Cold body keeps on receiving the heat energy. To what will happen to its temperature? It will keep on increasing. It will keep on increasing until it reaches this common temperature of T. Okay, so that is the reason why, right, they are able to achieve a common temperature. क्या हो जाएगा देख ले? The hot body will keep on decreasing its heat energy, sorry, decreasing its temperature, and the cold body will keep on increasing its temperature. At a particular point, both will be having equal temperature and there will not be any further heat transfer. Is it clear? Is it clear? Everyone? क्लियर है ना सबको? अरे वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है, डोंट टेक इट लाइटली मेरे बच्चों लोग, अच्छे से, ठीक है? आई लव फन बट दिस इज अ टाइम फॉर टू लर्न, है ना? Isn't it? Rahul, Nancy, Jashan, Sanka, Shreya, you'll do, I'll agree with me. ठीक है, बढ़िया बात है, बढ़िया बात है. Amazing, got it? Okay, very good. Now last thing, right? How can you write an equation for heat energy lost by the hot body? Simple. What is the formula? Mass of the hot body, okay, the specific heat capacity of the hot body into change in temperature of hot body. What is the change in temperature happening? Hot body is having a temperature of TH, it will be reducing to reach a temperature of T. So the change in temperature is TH minus T. Right? So mass of the hot body, specific heat capacity into change in temperature is the amount of heat energy lost by the hot body. What about the energy gained by the cold body? What is its formula? Mass of the cold body, specific heat capacity of the cold body into change in temperature. What is the change in temperature? It was initially at a temperature of TL, the lower temperature, and it becomes to a temperature of T. So the change in temperature is T minus TL. Okay, and this will be equal according to the conservation of energy. Very simple. Okay, done. Okay, I hope you all have noted this down, मेरा बच्चा लोग. We can start doing the problems. कर सकता है ना everyone? Let's get started. Here comes the very first question of today's class. So everyone try to do this problem. Everyone. So did you know yesterday was the longest night? Now I feel like today is the longest night when you guys are not listening to what is happening in the class. Noted along with me, and Devika. Good. No doubts? Shreya? Rahul? Okay. Okay, now it's a time for every one of you to go through the question and give me the answer. अच्छे से. Any doubts you get, don't worry. We'll be clearing it out. सर एक छोटू सा डाउट है, ये सब्जेक्ट कौन सा है बता दो. वेट फॉर 10 more minutes, ठीक है विशाल? 15 more minutes वेट कर ले, उसके बाद मैं बताऊंगा ये टॉपिक क्या है. Okay, Jashandeep is going for the option B, Preeti B, then who else? Shreya B. Then Miara, A or B, ठीक है, I'm not taking it. Shreya B, Devika B. Okay, so I think many of you are going with the option B, है ना? चलो. Okay, so yes, that itself is the correct answer. The correct answer is option B. Directly, everyone along with me, let's do this. We have a 20 gram of water at 80 degrees Celsius. What do we have? At one point, we have water, okay, and the water is having a temperature of 20 grams. Fine. I'm not converting the grams to kilograms because you can see that specific heat capacities are also given in the units of grams. So it will get easily cancelled. Okay? I'm not making the conversion. Water at 20 grams and at a temperature of 80 degrees Celsius is what we are having. At the same time, we are having a honey. But we also have honey here, हमारे पास. And what is its mass? Its mass is also 20 grams. What is its temperature? It is at a lower temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Now what we are going to do? We are going to mix these water and honey. What will happen? This will, water will be losing its temperature or decreasing its temperature. Honey will keep on increasing its temperature until both of them achieves a common temperature of T. Question is to find out this common temperature. How will we do this? Very simple. That is equal to the amount of heat energy lost by water, because that is our hot body here, is equal to the amount of heat energy gained by the cold body, that is honey. Very simple. What is the formula for delta H? That is equal to mass of the body. What is the mass of water? 20 grams. Right? Into specific heat capacity of water, it is given as 1. Into change in temperature. What's the change? Water initially at 80 is becoming degrees Celsius. Right? So 80 minus T is the change in temperature. Is equal to, what is delta H happening to honey formula? Mass of honey, it's 25 grams into specific heat capacity, that is 4 into change in temperature. What is it? Array 60 is becoming T. Change kitna? T minus 60. Bilkul. 20 cancels. So 80 minus T is equal to 4 into T minus 6 4s are 240. 4T, 5T. Minus 240 when it comes to the left hand side, plus 240 plus 80, that is 320. So T ka value kitna? How much is it? 64 degrees Celsius. Simple as that, we got the answer B. So how is it? Have you understood this concept? Is the concept clear to everyone? वो बोल दे मुझे. Tell me जल्दी से. Got it? हाँ, I'll sing a song, बिल्कुल ठीक है. अभी बोल दे. Is the concept clear to you all? Clear, Mithilesh, Sankamita, this looks like chemistry. क्यों? Because we are dealing with heat energy, इसीलिए. Jashan, clear? Cute boy, hello. Okay, so Sharadi, Rahul, Sankamitra, Jia, Bhumika, सबको clear है. Here's a question. A small conceptual question. A small conceptual question, everyone. A small chottusa conceptual question. Okay, so I can see options from Anthony A, then Jashandeep A, Mithilesh, Bhumika, then Sharadi, Jia A option. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so yes, it's very simple, right? Which of the following is true about calorimetry? Obviously, it's option A. Why? Because it works on the principle of conservation of heat energy. Whatever the heat energy lost by one body is equivalent to the amount of heat energy gained by the other body. Simple as that. है ना? There is nothing to discuss also about it. And we also know regarding the temperature, right? If we are mixing a hot body with a cold body, right, the temperature of the hot body will be decreasing and temperature of the cold body will be increasing, and they will be attaining a common temperature T. Now start reading the option B. Temperature of the mixture is always lesser than the lower temperature. No. If Tc is a lower temperature and if T is the temperature of the mixture, T is greater than the lowest temperature. So this is wrong. Okay. And what about this T? This T, the common temperature or temperature of the mixture is always lesser than the higher temperature of the body or temperature of the hotter body, isn't it? Right. So let's read the option C. Temperature of the mixer is always greater than the higher temperature. Wrong. Works on the principle of mass. Wrong. Okay, so our correct option is A only. Now tell me, how many of you want to have a homework? Okay, homework नहीं, ये भी question है. Next one I'll be giving you as a homework. ये question कर लेते हैं. Last question for the day. हमारा last का last. So that after this question, right, nobody should be having any doubt from the part of specific heat capacities and calorimetry part. Arey Jashandeep, I just have loaded the page, and how you got the answer just like that? Are you guys having some magic over there? Anyway, I'll just read out the names. Jashandeep is like 74. Yes, option A. Sumit is giving the option A. Jia, option A. Sir, you are ignoring me, Thamni. अरे बिल्कुल नहीं, क्यों ignore करना है आपको? Okay, so Anchani is like Google. Okay, let's see. So Preeti, Shreya, everyone is going with the option A. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Everyone. अरे take it seriously मेरा बच्चा लोग. Everyone do it. अच्छा वाला question है ये. देख ले. An engineer thinks, don't look at the size of this question, it looks so big, but half of this question is story only, right? देख ले. An engineer drinks her morning tea out of a steel tumbler, which is not at all necessary. Okay. The tumbler has a mass of 0.3 kilogram and its temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. What is there? Here we have a steel tumbler. Okay, here we have a steel tumbler, matlab a steel glass, let's say, and its mass is 0.3 kilogram and it is at a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. If we pause 250 ml of tea at 80 degrees Celsius, what do we have now? We have tea, and 250 ml, how much will be its mass? That will be equal to 250 grams or 0.25 kilograms. I think nothing more to explain in that, right? Okay, and it is at a temperature of 80 degrees Celsius. Both these bodies have a different temperatures. ठीक है. We are going to mix together. Matlab, we are going to pour tea into this steel cup. What will happen? Temperature will start getting transferred, right? So the temperature of tea will start reducing to the value of T. Okay, as the heat energy is given from to the steel, right? Steel will start absorbing the heat energy and it will start increasing its temperature until it reaches this common temperature of T. ठीक है? Question ये कि what is this common temperature of T? How will we find out? अरे same concept what we were doing for the previous one also. वो concept क्या है? हाँ, when they mix together, the T will be losing its heat energy, है ना? So the amount of heat energy lost by T, whatever is the amount of energy lost by T will be equal to the amount of heat energy gained by that steel glass, है ना? Any doubt in that? कुछ भी नहीं है ना? कुछ भी नहीं, ठीक है. What is the formula for heat energy lost by T? That is equal to mass of T, that is 0.25 into specific heat capacity of T. So It is given in the question that T has the same specific heat as water. What is the specific heat capacity of water? 4200. We can take it as the approximated value multiplied by mc delta T. Isn't that the formula for heat energy? What is the change in temperature? Initially it was 80, then it becomes T. So 80 minus T. Okay, that is equal to, what is delta H of steel? Matlab the amount of heat energy absorbed by steel. Mass of steel, how much? 0.3 into specific heat of steel, are it directly given? 450 into change in temperature of steel. Initially it was 30, it becomes how much T? So T minus 30 हो गया. What is the only unknown here मेरा बच्चा लोग? T. So I hope you are going to complete the mathematics. ठीक है, only unknown is T. So just you will get the value for T as 74.3 degrees Celsius. बस हो गया, इतना ही है. Okay, and that was the last question for today's class. Tell me, how was it? Have you all enjoyed? Have you all enjoyed मेरा बच्चा लोग? Yes? Okay. Now tell me, is that concept of calorimetry completely clear to everyone here? Right? No more doubts, I suppose. Everything is super clear, and even if I wake you up in the night time and ask you this concept, you'll be able to deliver it, है ना? Yes, Jia, Bomega, Myara, Preeti, Shreya, Jashan, Sanskar, Myara, Sumit, Jashan. Okay, very good. It was an amazing session, Jia. Okay, all good. Sir, homework please. ठीक है. Homework ये है. This is our homework. ठीक है. So you know what you have to do. So this homework question, you just have to do it, work it out, and give the answer as the comment in the comment section. Right, in the comment section of this particular video, this video, not the next video or the previous one, इसी video का comment section पे इसका answer दे दे, whoever wants to learn this topic. ठीक है, कर सकता है. संस्कर सर, आपकी क्लास 12 की टर्म 2 की स्ट्रैटेजी का वीडियो लैब, अरे इट्स ऑलरेडी डन ऑन दिस ट्यूसडे, 2 days before. You can check in the YouTube. Yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, Miara, thank you so much. Jia, song, अरे बाप रे, now everyone is with song. Preeti, Jashan, Dan. Okay. Okay. So now you don't have to answer for this question here right now. Anyway. Okay. Now let's do this. Choose a song, है ना? Which one will I sing? A small song, okay? Then we will. Okay, people started making requests. Sir, दो दिल मिल रहे. Malayalam song, I only know one song which I have sang on that day. I don't know much Malayalam songs. So tell me, which one do you want me to sing? Sir, वो दिन. सर हनुमान चालीसा, ठीक है, वो भी करेगा विशाल. अरे विशाल, I forgot, did you understand which topic is happening here? Okay, so ठीक है. दो दिल मिल रही है, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, सबको हो रही है, सबको हो रही है खबर, चुपके चुपके, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, सांसों में बड़ी बेकरारी, आंखों में कहीं रत जगे, कभी खानी लग जाए दिल को, कभी फिर दिल ना लगे, अपना दिल को जरा थाम लूं, जादू का मैं इसे नाम दूं, जादू कर रहा है, जादू कर रहा है असर, चुपके चुपके, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, मगर चुपके चुपके. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Preeti, Vishal, Rashid, Jia, Bhojpuri songs I have listened one or two, but it's so amazing, but I don't think I can be able to sing all those songs. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Bachalog, and making this class so much exciting. And thank you so much for all your compliments here. Shankamitra, good song. Pragati loved it. Ragini, it was so pleasing. Okay, thank you so much. Your favorite song? Okay. So happy to know that I sang one of your favorite songs for you all. Okay. So I am expecting every one of you to give the answer for this question in the comment box. De duga na sabne? Yes, Pragati, Shreya, Shankamitra, right? Okay. So I'm gonna leave every one of you for right now, and we all will be meeting on Tuesday where there is an MCQ session, right? Where we'll be doing the multiple choice question. Okay? Okay. So bye, Bhojpuri से मलयालम ही जल्दी नहीं गाते, भोजपुरी कब गाएंगे? Okay. So bye everyone. See you all in our next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Okay. Bye bye. Before that, I forgot. Mera galti. Okay. Now, bachalo, I forgot to tell you this. We have a Spark batch which is going on, where I'm handling physics there. As you can see, biology will be handled by Shanli Ma, where with a 4+ years of experience. Chemistry will be is being handled by Abama with 24+ years of experience. English by Anita Ma'am, and Max by Deepak sir. So don't miss this opportunity to learn under this amazing set of teachers. What you can see here, amazing panel of teachers. So you can also be a part of this Spark batch. You just need to go for the Academy subscription by using the code of AMB10 to get maximum offers of 10, and that's it. Okay. Then the other batches, what is happening in our Unacademy app is what you can see over here. You can also be a part of it so that your study will be so smooth and awesome, right? Okay. Now moving on. Pachalok, plus offer is still going on. As you all can see, for the first 1,000 subscribers, if you go for 12-month subscription, you'll be given extra 6 months of free. Wow, 12 plus 6, 18 months ऐसे मिल जाएगा. And along with 10% of discount ऐसे with our code of AMB10, isn't it? Yes. Now, special class timetable for this week is over. Once we make it for next week, I'll be explaining it to you. Then the special class features are, we have real-time chats, question tabs for asking your doubts and getting it cleared, live polls and quizzes, and a leaderboard to have a very good friendly competition with your friends. है ना? So, yes, Maravachalo, those who haven't liked the session and shown some love towards me, this is your time. Just move your cursor and click on that button and let me know that you all have enjoyed the class, right? Just like the session and share it to all your friends, jaldi se, and subscribe it so that you won't miss any of the live classes from me or and any of your favorite teachers. Okay. So thank you so much, Preeti, Miara, who all we have Mahi, Mithilesh, Sankamitra, Rashi, Sumit. Okay, so bye everyone. Good night. See you all in our next class on Tuesday at 8 p.m. where there is a questionnaire session, multiple choice question solving session. So